Ever wondered how we describe things around us? What words we use to add color, size, or number to the nouns? Those are called adjectives. These unsung heroes of language are the secret sauce that adds spice to our speech and writing, turning the mundane into the magical. Adjectives are words that describe or modify other words, usually nouns and pronouns. They add detail, qualities, or attributes to the nouns they refer to, giving us a more vivid and precise picture of what they represent. Imagine a world without adjectives. It would be like a painting without color, a song without melody, a story without detail. It's the adjectives that bring our world into focus, providing the clarity and depth we need to truly understand and appreciate the richness of our surroundings. So, buckle up, language explorers, as we embark on this exciting journey through the world of adjectives. Now that we know what adjectives are, let's dive into the different types of adjectives. Adjectives are not all the same. They come in different types, each serving a unique purpose. Let's dive into the world of adjectives and discover their many forms. First off, we have adjectives that describe physical characteristics. Let's take the sentence, "The tall tree swayed in the wind." Here, tall is the adjective, giving us a visual of the tree's height. Next up are adjectives that express emotional or sensory experiences. Consider the sentence, "She felt happy after receiving the news." The word happy is an adjective that describes her emotional state. Then we have adjectives that indicate origin or material. In the sentence, "She bought a French baguette." The adjective French tells us about the bread's origin. Moving on, we encounter adjectives that quantify or determine. In the phrase, "I need 3 pencils," the adjective 3 lets us know the quantity of pencils. Lastly, we have adjectives that demonstrate possession or a relationship. Take the sentence, "His old car broke down." Here, old is the adjective describing the car, and his is a possessive adjective showing ownership. Now, what if we want to use multiple adjectives to describe a noun? Well, there's an order to that. Let's say, "She bought a beautiful, large, antique, round, red Persian woolen rug." Here, the adjectives follow this order: opinion, beautiful; size, large; age, antique; shape, round; color, red; origin, Persian; material, woolen. It might seem like a lot to remember, but don't worry. With practice, it'll become second nature. These adjective types allow us to add layers of detail to our sentences, painting vivid pictures and providing specific details. Remember, when multiple adjectives describe a noun, they often follow a specific order: opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, purpose. With this knowledge, you're well on your way to mastering the art of adjectives. Stay tuned for more on comparative and superlative adjectives in the next scene. Did you know that adjectives can also show comparison? Meet comparative and superlative adjectives. These are forms of adjectives that help us to make comparisons and show degrees of equality. Let's start with comparative adjectives. These are used when we're comparing two things. We usually add to the end of the adjective or use more before it. For instance, if we have a tall girl and a short girl, we could say, "The tall girl is taller than the short girl." Superlative adjectives, on the other hand, are used when we're dealing with more than two things, and we want to show the highest degree of equality. We usually add est to the end of the adjective, or use most before it. For example, if we're talking about a group of girls, we could say, "She is the tallest girl in the group." Comparative and superlative adjectives are all about comparisons and degrees, but adjectives can be used in different ways too. Adjectives don't always appear in the same place in a sentence. They can be attributive or predicative. Let's unravel these terms to better understand them. Attributive adjectives are those that appear directly before the noun they modify or describe. They're like the loyal sidekick to the noun, always by its side. An example of this is, "The yellow sun shone brightly." Here, yellow is the attributive adjective that describes our noun, sun. On the other hand, predicative adjectives appear after linking verbs such as be, appear, feel, seem, and become. These adjectives, rather than being the sidekick, are more like the grand reveal after a suspenseful pause. They predicate or provide information about the noun. In the sentence, "The sun was yellow," yellow is a predicative adjective. It comes after the linking verb was and describes the state of the noun sun. Remember, the choice between using an attributive or predicative adjective often depends on what you want to emphasize. If you want to focus on the noun, use an attributive adjective. If you want to highlight the quality or state of the noun, go for a predicative adjective. So, adjectives can be used before a noun or after linking verbs. It's all about the context and the message you want to convey. Adjectives are truly versatile, aren't they? They add color, life, and specificity to our sentences. Let's take a moment to appreciate the vast landscape they open up for us in language. Adjectives are those descriptive words that breathe life into our nouns and pronouns. They help us paint a vivid picture, whether we're talking about the towering height of a tree, the radiant happiness of a person, or the quaint charm of a French baguette. Remember, adjectives also play the role of the quantifier, letting us know exactly how many pencils we need, or the age and condition of that car that just broke down. They even help us establish relationships, showing possession or connection between nouns. When it comes to ordering adjectives, there's a specific sequence to follow. It's like arranging your wardrobe: opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. And let's not forget the degrees of comparison. Adjectives can show us how tall someone is compared to her sister, or even tell us who the tallest girl in the class is. Finally, adjectives can be used either attributively, before the noun, or predicatively, after linking verbs. They're the chameleons of language, adapting to their surroundings to provide the most precise description. So, next time you want to describe something, remember the power of adjectives. They can turn a simple sentence into a vivid and specific description. Keep practicing and you'll master the use of adjectives in no time.